Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So today I'm opening up my brand new 15th Doctor TARDIS, or Jodie's TARDIS as I call it. £19.99 from B&M. Let your eyes be a guide. It's got to be one of the bargains of the year. I absolutely love the B&M budget Doctor Who releases. I just think they're amazing. I think they're such great value for money compared to the Vortex edition, which so far I've only bought the I've only bought one set, which was the Shooty and Ruby 2-pack. I'm not interested in the other ones. Well, the John Pertwee I was, but I don't want a sonic screwdriver. The David Tennant kind of waistcoat version of the 14th Doctor, I've wanted that for a while, but I didn't want the Meep. Was it, or the Beep the Meep? Although I did like Beep the Meep back in the day, I didn't like the direction that RTD was taking the show. So I've got no interest in that particular version of Beep the Meep. So I didn't buy that either, and I think they're quite expensive as well. Whereas this budget range is just amazing. I have heard that there are some people, well, I say some people, one person moaning about this this Jodie TARDIS, this new version, because it doesn't do enough. For £19.99, I honestly don't know what you're on about. Let your eyes be a guide. This is so reasonably priced, such a fantastic model. It's still my favourite, from a Doctor Who point of view, it's my favourite TARDIS at the moment, exterior. I love it. One of the things that Chib's got right, it does look really good. Still hoping that there will be eventually a proper, proper scaled up Jodie TARDIS, with the proper features and the, the grooves and the pillars. I know there's a prototype out there, maybe one day, but but this is the budget range, and I think it's great. Honestly, I think it's great. So this one is the one that I picked up from Letchworth. So I picked this up from Letchworth, where they were fully stocked. They had everything. The other two in the background, they're the ones that I picked up from, was it Folkestone, on my way to Disneyland Paris. And then on the right hand side is my it's my new Daleks, and that's the set. Still got this to open. That's the set that I picked up from Hatfield. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to go to Disneyland Paris, to France, and I knew these figures would hit the local stores. So I got lucky. I got really lucky. But I did go to B&M in St Evernage, because someone messaged me on Instagram just to say, you're right. I've been in St Evernage and they've got everything in there. So I know I've been back. I got back. I can't remember. Was it the end of? I can't remember what the date was. It was the Friday, the last Friday of August, and so it's been almost 2 weeks. But I popped in the St Evernage branch just to see what they had. Didn't even bother filming. There was absolutely nothing in there. There was no old sets when I went in there before I went to Disneyland, and there was just literally nothing in there whatsoever. So. So these sets are definitely popular. I must have got lucky. I got lucky, and the Letchworth branch must have just put a load of sets out, because they had a full set of 6 TARDISes, similar to Folkestone. So, and they're the only shops I've looked at, because I'm not looking to buy any more. But I have got 3 TARDISes now. I bought one to open, one to. Well, I wouldn't mind getting one autographed by Jodie at some point. So I've kept one to, keep sealed. But I want to do a custom. So, for 20 quid, I want to do a custom. And that's why I picked up a third one. So the one from Letchworth is the one that I'm going to open up. And, I've got the original release. And it'll be good to kind of compare it to the original. But, yeah, honestly, I'd love the box as well. The box, one of the things I'm noticing about the box, it's a lot... compare it to the 6th Doctor, what was it, the stage plays. Love that. I bought 2 sets of that because I want to get Colin Baker to sign the the sealed one. But that was a nice fit card. But this is a budget range, and I like the windows. So I think I'd rather have this thinner card and have the windows than not have the windows at all, because I was always a little bit concerned about the previous release TARDISes having the figure kind of tied in with a bit of string. It just didn't, you know, it didn't work for me really. But yeah, I don't see any issues with this at all. I love the box. I think it's a beautiful colours. I love the logo on there. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with this new B&M set that I can see. It's absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I want, and it comes with the extra card for Jodie's TARDIS. So Jodie's original interior, not really something I like. It's probably my least favourite TARDIS interior of all time. The Dragonfire TARDIS, I call it. But it'd be nice to have an interior for my original Jodie TARDIS. So let's get this bad boy open. Let's get all that stuff on the back as well about the 15th Doctor's TARDIS. I mean, I don't, you know, it's been ages since this has been out now, so I don't expect anyone to watch this, but because I love this TARDIS and I love the B&M range, I'm still going to make my video. So let's get this out of the box. Right, it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. I haven't even opened it properly yet. So what I'm going to do, yeah, that card is really thin. But I'm going to get it out and get some batteries in there, and then we'll have a proper look at Jodie's brand new TARDIS.
I can see the whole of time and space. Every single atom of your existence, and I divide them.
So here's my new TARDIS outside the box. I know it's exactly the same as the Jodie version, you know, more or less. There's a few little minor changes, but I love it. I can't get over the fact that this costs £19.99. Let your eyes be your guide. It's a bargain, an absolute bargain from Character Options. What a great range of figures for 2025. And also with the Revenge of the Cybermen coming out, and Remembrance of the Daleks with the special weapons. Honestly, I'm blown away. This B&M range just excites me more than the Vortex edition. I think it's great, honestly. I'm really happy with it. So I put the batteries in because I couldn't wait. But it does look really nice. But I like the fact that it does have the shooty Tennant interior. I think that's just a nice little touch. Let me turn that off, actually. So that's nice. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm not really fussed by the interiors. Although they were nice. They were nice with the was it the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th Doctor's TARDISes. It was nice, but then it lit up inside and things like that. There was a point to it. Whereas back in the day, you know, you couldn't even see the interior in the old show. So, and I know this is basically the original. This is based on the original TARDIS from, well, I'd say from the 80s. But it's nice. It's just these little things that they're doing. But added to that, which I think is just lovely from Character, is the additional interior for Jodie's TARDIS, and so well packed as well. And there it is. What a lovely touch. What a lovely touch. I think that's really, really nice. Yeah, I was never really a fan of this. I love Jodie. I think she's a great Doctor. I really did. I don't care what anyone else says. I really like Jodie, but it was always a little bit dark and small for my liking. She would have suited. Seeing her in that final shooty episode, in that pointless scene. I mean, she was the highlight for me. I've got to be honest. If you can hear that beeping in the background, it's because at the bottom of my garden is now a building site. They're building houses, so that's what that's about. But yeah, I was never a fan of this TARDIS. But it's nice that I'm able to put it inside Jodie's TARDIS, which I've got here, and then I can compare these properly. I'm just looking. I mean, I keep my TARDISes clean, but it's still. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't. But just on the bottom there. Still a little bit of sand from when I took those photos at Caister Beach. Was it Caister Beach? No, it weren't Caister. Oh, I'm trying to think where it was. I can't remember. But it was down the. Norfolk, down that way. And also, talking of Disneyland Paris, I don't like to talk about it, but I said to my son, I enjoyed it. I said, well, yeah, would you like to go back? And he said that because he missed going to Alton Broad in Lowestoft so much, he would prefer to go to Lowestoft. So we are gonna look at that for because it was a special birthday trip to Disneyland for me and the wife, because it's our big birthdays. She's 2 days older. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be going to Alton Broad, and I might try and get a little trip to Great Yarmouth just before the end of the summer. So let's try and get this in Jodie's TARDIS. Oh right, so I imagine you've got to get it behind. How'd you do this? So I imagine you've got to get it. Or maybe you've got to fold it like that, and then let it kind of pop open. Do you know what? I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want to mess this up, because it's not the thickest bit of card in the world. So let me just do this off camera and get Jodie's interior inside her TARDIS. Right, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, because I got the somehow I got the card stuck inside, but it does look really good. It's just a nice little feature that's kind of been missing all these years. So loads of bonus content with this character options set. I mean, you can't fault it. You've got an electronic TARDIS for 20 quid, and they give you a little extra card for your original Jodie TARDIS if you were lucky enough to get one. I think I ordered mine from Amazon back in the day. So that's lovely. In relation to colour, I'm noticing that the Jodie one is kind of more of a sea kind of green. And the new TARDIS, I mean, again, it's in line, because I did hear about this. The new TARDIS is more kind of darker blue. I still prefer Jodie's TARDIS. I prefer the colour, but this is nice. And who wants exactly the same paint applications? It's nice to have a little, just a little change on the exterior. And of course, I heard about this, the grooves. So it's a budget TARDIS, isn't it? It's the budget range. So they've drawn on the grooves, but again, I've heard, it doesn't matter. Everyone's got their own interpretation of whether they like this TARDIS or not. I've heard people say it looks like a child's drawn it on with a Sharpie. I like it. I think it just shows that they've taken it into account. It would have cost more money for this TARDIS to have the grooves, but that's why one day I really hope we do get the Jodie TARDIS, from the prototype, proper scaled up like the Eccleston Tennant TARDIS. But I like that. I think that's nice. I think it's also nice, isn't it, to actually have this feature with your battery door that actually works. So I'm really happy with it. I also love the light, and that's what I was saying about. I'm going to do a custom. What my plan is to do a custom. But one of the things I want to do with a custom is that light fitting. Possibly stick it on an Eccleston Tennant TARDIS and make some changes. I need to do a bit of research because I want to do it properly. But yeah, well happy with that. I'm gonna turn them on. Let's shut these. Honestly, I think I'm so happy with it. I think they're great. They're not accurate. They're not accurate to the Jodie TARDIS, but there's enough little nods on there that it is Jodie's TARDIS. So for a budget range TARDIS, which I would have loved back in the day when I was a kid, back in the 80s. I know there was the Dipole TARDIS, which I've got. I got the Dipole TARDIS. Not the playset, just the actual police box itself, which I thought was wonderful because I always wanted one. But this is great. I still can't believe it. Honestly, I'm still in shock that it was 1999. Yeah, everything looks exactly the same in relation to the windows, because it's kind of it's kind of like silver around the windows. It'd be nice to have the proper glass like Jodie's TARDIS, but again, it's a budget range. It's got the old school classic Doctor's windows with the pebble glass. I don't know, what can I say? It's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. How can people be moaning about this? How can you moan about a toy that costs 20 quid that looks this good and has these features? Honestly, I don't understand some people. Some people are never satisfied. I'm just looking at the lock on the door. That seems, I don't know, it's a little bit. It's a bit of a brighter silver on the actual handles and the lock. Yeah, I like it. I like the colour. I do like the colour. It's a nice dark blue. I think it's spot on. I think it's spot on for the new series. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I think it's spot on. And yeah, I think they've done a great job. Honestly, I'm 20 quid, £20. I can't believe it. You can see why these are sold out everywhere. But that's the dishwasher in the background. If it's not beeping with construction, it's the dishwasher going on. Yeah. Well happy with this, but I am concerned. I'm concerned about the next wave, which is what I really want, because I love the classic Doctor Who era. So Revenge of the Cybermen, I always wanted it, missed out on it. Me and Chuffy, we're talking about strategies to get these sets, because this is an army builder. So there's a lot of people who are not interested in a new series, who are classic series fans, who are going to be after this. Wave 2 basically, so it's going to be difficult. So me and Chuffy are working on a strategy. Obviously we can't disclose it because we don't want everyone to know, but we're working on it. We're still working on it, so to ensure that we both get the sets. The Remembrance of the Daleks, I've already got a special weapons Dalek. I'm pretty certain I've got the special effects version, you know, the one where you press, which talks. I'm pretty certain I have, which I would have got for Christmas. from the wife when that was released. So I'll need to check it out, because I would have taken the batteries out of it. But the Remembrance set, so I've got one of the Daleks already. I've already got the Remembrance Dalek, as you know, the Imperial, which is my favourite Dalek of all time. But I still want it. And it's another army builder set. And I missed out on the Ace set, which came with a Remembrance Dalek. The new Remembrance Dalek, the actual eye of the Dalek looks better, because the last was it the last version? Oh no, it's the version I've got had like a blue eye, which is wrong. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. But yeah, the Wave 2 is just going to fly off the shelves. So definitely want to look out for that. I'll be opening up my Eve of the Daleks in my very next video. So happy to have got one. And I know that I've been to other places where I've found it, you know, no issue at all. Oh, they're going off again. But this one's in good nick. It's got straight guns and plungers or claws. I'm well happy with it. Really, really happy. And I got this second set. I've seen it in there for ages. £15, £7.50 a Dalek. One of my favourite Dalek stories of all time. One thing I did notice, though, I'd never noticed this before, is that if you look at the Resurrection and then the top of the Eve of the Daleks, they've I don't know, I'll turn these off. They've got different kind of logos on the top. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be opening next. But really, really happy with these. 10 out of 10. Any day of the week. I've been talking to people in the comments on my YouTube videos, and there's still people who haven't seen any of the sets in the local B&M whatsoever. And yeah, it is. The distribution is pretty poor, but I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any improvements. I just can't see it, because we've all been moaning about distribution for years now, and we were, let's be honest, we were lucky to get a proper press release this time. But yeah, highly recommended. I think it's a great TARDIS. 10 out of 10. Definitely just keep your eyes open, because I think some stores are being restocked. So just keep looking, you know. And as I said, I went to the St Evenage branch. There was nothing there. I didn't bother filming, because filming nothing. What is the point? But yeah, Wave 2, the Army Builder set. That is the one that is going to be. That's going to be tough to get. But that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I don't expect anyone to watch it, because you've already seen it before. But it is a comparison of the 13th Doctor's TARDIS as opposed to the 15th Doctor's TARDIS. But that's the end of the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.